Welcome to this presentation of the Sideline Junkies, where everybody's saying Thursday night throwdown. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Like the Midnight Rider said, welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown presented by the Sideline Junkies. It's me, the big guy KG, sitting in with the incomparable, probably the biggest Reba McEntire fan you'll find.
Actually, I gotta apologize to you. You got some bad info. I'm the biggest Day 26 fan there is. Yeah, just wanted to announce it for everybody to know.
Okay, I was trying to save you and say Reba, but okay. I'm an Alan Jackson fan myself, but I love me some Reba though. First and foremost, how you feeling tonight? Let's start it off there.
I'm good, man. Just trying to keep myself calm, man. I'm so hyped for this game. This game has so many players that I like that I'm just like I'm trying to gotta hold myself back. Like I just keep finding things that I like in terms of gambling. And yeah. Woo. Yeah, well, buddy.
I'll say this. Football is back. Welcome to the 2023 NFL season. We are here. We made it through the summer. Damn near died, but we here.
First night of the lean years. Lean month.
First night of
I'm sorry.
First night of meaningful football.
Yes, sir.
We've had in a couple of months. So we're gonna do this thing rapid fire so we can get the hell up out of here. We can enjoy this game. Hopefully, even though it's Thursday, I got dinner planned out for Saturday. For Sunday. Wife already said we having barbecue chicken, cornbread. We having a big spread for the Commanders game. Tonight we having meatloaf and real meatloaf, not my granddaughter. Meatloaf, broccoli, and rice. So we're doing something small tonight.
Hey, when she finished, can she put a recipe in the WhatsApp chat? I'm literally thinking about doing a meatloaf this weekend.
I can get you that. Not a problem.
Yeah. I know I can Google it but I like to see what other people do. So and then I figure out what variation or what I want to take from each. So it becomes like my very own chopped kind of thing where I have all these basket of recipes and then they kind of just get, I don't know, I just pick out what I like and then go for there.
Well,
I just got
she also makes a really, really beautiful sauce to go with it as well. It's almost like her own barbecue sauce, if you will. So,
okay.
All right. We got a rapid fire segment. We're going to go around the NFL. And we got Ross joining, my man. As always, man. Good evening to you. I know you're excited. I'm excited, but I know you're a little bummed. We'll talk about Jason Kelce being out a little later on in the show. But we're going to go rapid fire. I guess we'll start in the AFC, start out west.
Got to start out west because that's the big teams tonight. One of the big teams playing tonight. And
right.
I don't know anybody that may have this difference. Maybe there's one or two. But I got KC winning that division this year. I just don't see anybody being close to him. So I take KC as the division winner, and we'll go from there. And like I said, it's just another year. Mahomes, you got everybody in place. And then tonight, if you don't have him or you don't know about him, look out for Sky Moore. Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney want to have to have big roles for this team tonight. All
right. AFC West is locked. I can agree with you on that. It's going to be Kansas City. It's gonna be me. I'm an NSYNC fan as well. But it's Kansas City to win this division. So go on to the AFC East.
In the AFC East, I have the Miami Dolphins because I think Tua played 16 ball games, and that combination of the track meet of Waddle and Tyreek Hill, I think it's just too much speed on the field. And if they can get the Texas A&M running back Devin Shane to be their tailback, that's a track meet.
I got to disagree with you because I got to take the boss BJ's Buffalo Bills because I still think they're the tops in the division. And I think Miami kind of sort of falls off. and it's not gonna be the offense's fault. I like Gesicki. Of course, I like their 1-2 combo of Waddle and the Cheetah. Great. Even I got faith in Tua, but I think they fall off. So I got Buffalo winning the AFC East. All right, AFC North.
AFC North is the home of the Bengals. So I think the Bengals will take this division with no problem. Well, I'm not gonna say no problem because actually I think this division is gonna be a bloodbath. And at the end, just the best team left standing is gonna win it, and that team will be the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh, I'm going to have to disagree with you once again. I think this is going to be a breakout year for the team that's up 295, and I'll call it Baltimore. Baltimore, where we have big fun watching the wretched. I think Lamar's going to have a knockout of a year. I think it's going to be MVP caliber, and he got a few more weapons, but I think Baltimore, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be old school slobber knocker NFC East type thing. But and I see the boss BJ in the comments. I'm taking yours down too, B. Anybody else want to throw something in there? I'm keeping these down for the end of the season. See how many of us are right.
So what I was going to suggest is just everybody when you finish up or when you get a chance, make a post on the Sideline Junkies group on Facebook and just type out everything. All we're doing is your 4 division winners, your 3 wild cards on each side, and then break us down championship game and your Super Bowl, and then your Super Bowl winner.
And the boss BJ says he has the Chargers, Cincinnati, and Buffalo winning the divisions, and he went on to the AFC South, but we not there yet. And then Ross said Gesicki is in New England. I thought he re-signed with Miami. Am I wrong on that?
He's in New England. They switched him out.
Well, okay. I apologize. I thank you for that, Ross. My sources were wrong. I fucked up. All right, AFC South. The boss BJ says the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And I have to agree with him. I think you have the best quarterback. And now I think you're going to have a motivated Calvin Ridley to come back and try to show you some things because that year off because of gambling. So he's got something to prove. So that's why I'm taking the Jags. Their only problem is going to be able to find a run game. I think ATN is a fast player, but I just don't see him having the legs to fight through arm tackles and stuff. So he's not going to be that person that's going to grind out the difficult yards for you.
And what's crazy, ATN was one of my guys coming out of Clemson. I said if he's picked early, he's going to be a stud in the NFL. He has yet to really get off the ground the way I thought he would, but I got Jacksonville as well. Switching back, going back to the West Coast again, the NFC West.
No. Let's give them our wild cards. Let's go through the whole section. Let's finish one section out for them. So we're gonna do our 3 wild cards for the fans for the group next.
Okay. Let me write those down. Your wild cards. AFC. My 3 wild cards for AFC, if you don't mind if I go first, are Miami. Pittsburgh. And Miami, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. Because 3 teams from the north are making that.
All right. So I have Buffalo. I have the Jets. And then I have the Ravens.
You said the Ravens or the Raiders?
Ravens.
Okay, because I'm about to say, hold on.
I don't have the Raiders, and I just don't trust the Los Angeles Chargers to get their stuff together.
Okay.
I just think they'll just get in their own way and lose a ball game.
Got you. All right. So that's your wild card. We're gonna leave it at the wild card. And we're gonna go championship game and Super Bowl matchup offline. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So let's go to
the championship game. So after we do the NFC, so that way we know we can knock that out, and then championship game, and then straight to the Super Bowl.
Okay. The
So we
boss
see.
BJ has the Dolphins, Jets, and Ravens for his AFC.
Okay.
Dolphins.
So me and him and one. Well, actually, I got Buffalo as my wild card. He has the Dolphins, but we have 3 coming from the East.
Right. All right. So let's fly out west, and we go the. And Ross says, number one, Ridley's gonna ball out. I believe so. Thomas is joining us. Hey, Thomas, how you feeling? Welcome back, football. Yes, indeed, man. It's like I gotta have it in my veins, man. You know, gotta have it. All right, let's go to the NFC. The NFC West. What you got?
NFC West, I have the San Francisco 49ers.
I have the same. So does the boss BJ. NFC East.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
NFC East.
NFC East, I have the Eagles.
Boss BJ has the same. I'm a little biased because I think it's going to be that type of year. It's going to be a bloody division. I have the Washington Commanders. NFC North.
The North, I have the Detroit Football Lions.
I have the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, shoot, you said Detroit. The boss BJ has for the North. He has the Lions as well. Geez, y'all are high on the Lions. In the South, the boss BJ says, "Who cares?"
But we
who
got
do you
picks.
South?
In the South, I took the New Orleans Saints because I think their defense will keep them in ball games where some of the other teams may struggle. And unfortunately, and sad as it is, they have the best quarterback in the division.
Yeah. The boss BJ said, "Who cares?" All right, wild card.
He got to make a pick. You can't. Who cares? Doesn't get in the picture, man.
Hey, who cares?
Let's see. Wild card. Cowboys, Commanders, Packers.
Ooh, you got the Packers doing it. All right, so that's Dallas, Commanders, Packers. I'm going to take the Lions, the Lions, the Bears, and the Seahawks. I think those are your 3 wild card teams right there.
Okay.
And the boss BJ came back and said the Saints in the South. Thomas says, yes, indeed. Hello, everyone. And he also says, hopefully, Washington wins the wild card over the Lions. Whenever we win the wild card over the Lions, it's always that knuckle sandwich waiting around the corner. I'm hoping this year is a different year. Because the last time we beat them in the playoffs, that was 99. And we lost to Tampa Bay barely. We should have been in the NFC Championship game that year. God. It makes me sick to my stomach. Okay. All right, what you want to do next? Rapid fire. Come on.
Let's go. AFC Championship game.
AFC Championship game.
Dolphins versus the Bengals.
Ooh.
With the Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. AFC. That's a Midnight Rider. Says Dolphins versus Cincy. I have Buffalo versus Baltimore.
Okay.
And Buffalo.
So why don't you have the Chiefs advancing real quick?
Huh?
Why don't you have the Chiefs advancing?
It's going to be a different team. Even though everybody want to give Andy Reid credit for everything that's happened offensively with the Chiefs during their run, and this is a dynasty. No matter how you look at it, it's a dynasty. But But I see the Chiefs kind of sort of running out of gas, and I don't think it's going to be a talent thing. I think it's going to be an injury thing. Let's call it.
So I just think Tom catches up to them, and that's going to be the issue.
And the boss BJ says Bills versus Jags and he's got the Bills going to the Super Bowl. Thomas say sorry to bring up old memories. 99, yeah, it still sticks in my craw a little bit because we talked about it before. But if the Rams struggled the way they did with Tampa Bay and not being able to score, and Washington was scoring anywhere between 45 and 50 points that year. They had a powerful offense, not a great defense, but a powerful offense. I think Washington could have got out on them that year and probably walked to the Super Bowl, but lost. They would have lost to Tennessee. So Steve McNair would have had his daggone fucking ring. Anyway.
BJ's he's on the other side.
Yeah, he on the other side. NFC.
So NFC Championship game, I'm gonna go out on a limb on this. I've been touting this team all year, so I'm gonna stick with them. So I'm gonna say Lions versus the Eagles. And the Eagles represent. So you get Bengals versus Eagles in the Midnight Rider Super Bowl.
And the boss BJ says 49ers Eagles. I'm gonna go way out of left field, and I'm gonna call it Washington versus Minnesota, the Kirk Bowl.
Kirk Cousins Bowl.
Yeah, but Minnesota goes on to face the Bills.
So the 2023 Super Bowl champions, the outcome of the Bengals versus the Eagles. The Eagles.
No, okay. And he picked the Sheagles to go all the way. If I got to pick an outcome of Minnesota versus Buffalo, and I'll even give you a score. I'll break it down for you. Buffalo 45, Minnesota 41. Slabanaka, Josh Allen is your Super Bowl MVP. Him and Stephon Diggs are your co-MVP like Jerry Rice and Steve Young back in 94. And Stephon Diggs get to say, I'm going to Disney World.
So you might want to take some shekels out and throw some of that towards that. Either, I don't know if they have a line for it in America for Josh Allen being Super Bowl MVP, but that would be an interesting one. Or the fact that you have the Vikings making it to the Super Bowl, the Vikings winning the NFC. If your heart is on that, I would definitely say, go with your heart. Yeah, and let your money follow.
Well, I'm more of a free your mind and your ass will follow, but it's old school. Thomas says Philly versus the Bills in the Super Bowl, and the Bills finally win one. The boss BJ say Bills 38, 49ers 37. Von Miller Super Bowl MVP.
That's another one I would take if I'm taking, and if it's in the books. I take that too.
I'm gonna have to get you and be like, hey, show me how to do this. Show me how to do this. All right.
Oh.
So we done finished rapid fire. We done went through the whole season. What we think? Shall we get to where we need to be and wrap that shit up, B?
I got one small comment.
Okay.
Today on JP Finley and B Mitch, they have a segment called Bleep You. So today, after finding out that the wide receiver, I think the kid's name is Tez Walker, who is trying to transfer and be eligible to play this year at football, he wanted to transfer. His reason, mental health issues. He wanted to be closer to his family, so that way he can kind of help. They can help him with his issues. The NCAA has denied his eligibility. And to that, I told them, bleep you. You have teams jumping from conference to conference. We got a conference last weekend that went 13-0. And next year, it won't even freaking exist. And that's the Pac-12, ladies and gentlemen. This kid that wants to move closer to his family isn't eligible for whatever reason. And I don't even care if the kid's making it up at this point. So what? You let everything else happen. You let everything else go. Bleep you.
Thomas agrees. He says agreed, Ryder.
And this is the second one they've done this to. There's another one out there. I don't remember the kid's name, but like if you're letting people just willy-nilly transfer, you're letting schools go to different conferences out of their contract. What's the point at this point?
I agree.
I'm good. I'm gonna stop.
Back to the Super Bowl. The boss BJ says if Von Miller is healthy, the Bills is a different unit. The Bills D is a different unit. I believe that 1,000%.
But I just think the kid Greg Rousseau is gonna have. This is gonna be his year to step out and become a talent, become a star.
We're gonna see. But I think this is the year that Buffalo puts it all together. They get over the hump. I think Jacksonville gets back to get back to winning like they used to in the 90s. You're going to see a different Jets team, but they're not going to be the team that you think you're going to see. I think Washington does it. Kansas City going to do the damn thing anyway, but they're going to struggle in the middle of the season, and you're going to see a better Ravens team. So that's just my predictions for the season.
What's that? What's that Thomas comment?
And the boss BJ says Greg is dangerous. And Thomas say, love that you guys show what time tomorrow, guys. Oh, well, we're not gonna be here tomorrow. we shoot. I gotta go to Leesburg tomorrow. I better hope I can get up to go to Leesburg.
That's a different subject. I'll hit you in the chat on that.
Okay. And BJ said he crying if they win. Yeah. You know what?
He earned that cry. Yeah,
I'll be crying sympathetic tears of joy with you. But we got a game tonight, 8:20. Right now, it's 7:48 Eastern Standard Time. And
it's on NBC, folks. And don't forget that the Amazon schedule doesn't start until next week. So you get regular TV, tonight's game. You get, I think you get Al Mike. No, it's not long. Al Michaels. Who's the Collinsworth? Who? Tarico. Yeah, my guy.
Here's the thing. Lions are coming into. Excuse me. I'm not familiar with the new name of the stadium in Kansas City, but Lions are coming into Arrowhead Stadium. I think it's still called Arrowhead. Kansas City 3.5-point favorites. 53.5 is the over under.
And that line is brought to you by FanDuel,
who sponsors all of our lines and shit. They don't know it yet, but they sponsor all our lines and shit. I gotta give a.
Let's say it this way, so we don't get in trouble. They're the official company that we go to for our sports book entertainment needs.
That's true.
Here we go. That's how we'll say it.
Look, that might have to be a real shout out to FanDuel. Shout out to FanDuel. Let me write that down now, so I don't forget that. That's the 24th minute. Shout out to FanDuel. So Thomas says NBC tonight, pregame on now. Is this the first season they going away from having NFC on 5 and AFC on 9? Right. This is gonna be confusing as fuck. I swear.
All you got to do is just when you check the like ESPN is good for this. ESPN will tell you if you look at your schedule on ESPN, they'll tell you what station the game's on.
Yeah.
But I know it's easier that you roll out of bed, hit 5. It's Washington versus an NFC team, and it's on 5.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm used to, and that's I watch the Fox pregame show anyway, so I don't have to change the TV at all until 8:00.
I watched the NFL Network because right before the game They do the segment, everybody's coming out of the tunnel. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's my segment, man.
I hear
Plus,
you.
well, this year they won't have Michael Irvin, but I love how Mooch in his bold predictions, it's always like something of a record that Kurt Warner held. So it always goes against that. That's the other reason I like it.
All right, we talked about it earlier. Travis Kelce out tonight. We talked about it on Tuesday, whether he would be active or inactive today. He is inactive and out. Do you see him coming back week 2?
I think that might be the plan. I think the plan is to just get him through this week, let him rest it, come back next week, and let's just keep going.
To all the sideline junkies that are listening, pick your games. We don't need no excuses that you ain't picked your games.
This is to everybody because this is open. There's people I used to work with at Enterprise. I saw a couple names on the list. I know I saw Ross's name on the list. So everybody else, Eric Willer, Thomas, everybody, let's get in there. I put the link on the page. Hopefully you can just follow that and get into there and make your picks. Worst case scenario, even though you might miss tonight, you can get the Sunday's games in and let's go. Let's have some fun.
Agreed.
And the only reason I haven't set up the FanDuel fantasy thing or the fantasy weekend thing is because I'm having problems getting into my regular FanDuel. So I got to figure out what's going on there.
Okay. And Ross in it twice. All right. Okay. I love it. I got mine. So who you got tonight?
Well, I got to go where my money going. My money's in Detroit. I'm going Detroit. We're talking about a team that was one of the top scoring offenses last year.
Mm-hmm.
They went out. They added a factor back in Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes, they lost Jamal Williams, but I think David Montgomery can do good enough job to get those 1 and 2 yard touchdowns. So we're not going to have an issue there. Jared Goff is really under the radar. I tried to pick him up because I know I have him in at least 2 leagues, but I tried to pick him up in each of my leagues because he had the best QB touchdown to interception ratio last year. I think it was 29 to 11 or something crazy like that. I forget the exact numbers, but he did his thing last year. The defense is going to be better. They picked up a couple corners. I think another year for Aiden Hutchinson is going to be dynamite, and you're going to see Aiden Hutchinson flash a lot tonight. So if you're in a league where defensive players count, I would take Hutchinson and just let it ride and see what he gets you.
The ball.
I don't understand the scoring for defensive players, so that's not an expert opinion. That's just a gut feeling.
All right. The boss BJ say he picking the Lions to go out tonight, to pull it out tonight. I'm picking Kansas City, and 89% of the people on ESPN pick Kansas City as well. I'm picking Kansas City because Kansas City always starts off really, really well. They'll start off slow for a quarter or two, and all of a sudden they ramp it up, and it's lightning in the bottle, and they gone. So I don't even see them starting off slow tonight. I see them coming out saying, you know what? Yeah, we lost Bieniemy, but damn it, we're going to run with this. Even Ross said he picked the Lions. Damn, I'm about to go up 1-0 on all y'all already. Shit, let's go. Y'all ain't ready for this. You picking against experts.
This is going to be a high-scoring ball game. So this won't be a KG 20 to 17 shootout. This will be an actual shootout. So we're talking like 35 to 32. I'm sorry, 33, 35, 34. Just let's go. Let's make it happen, man. I think this is gonna be an exciting night. On the KC side, you gotta think about McKinnon. You gotta think about Scott Moore. You gotta think about Kadarius Toney. And I forget who their big tight end number 84 is. But I think he's gonna be another one of those guys that he can step right into a bit of the Kelce role. But I think tonight they're gonna depend on their young receivers to get them through this ball game.
All right. My man Xavier say he got the Chiefs. That's because that boy's smart. That I know that boy Daddy. That boy Daddy's smart. He's smart. That boy's smart. That boy's smart. Thomas said he just emailed the page too. Cool. Oh, here we go. Another season. Here we go. What? Why you looking at me like that? Cause he's smart. The boy's smart. Xavier, you're smart. You was kind. You was smart, and you was wise. KG Slavanaka. 7-6. I mean that's a defensive battle. Now I'm about to get in trouble. KC will win big second half.
We need a big scoring game, period.
The boy's smart. No, I'm getting dirty looks right now because I called the boy smart. I know the boy Daddy. The boy's smart. He was raised well. He that good Christian boy from that good home. That boy's smart.
His pappy taught him well.
He man, salt of the earth people. Like I don't know, man. It's just anyway. We're not even gonna dwell on that. 3 safeties.
Here we go, baby.
It's called a defensive battle, man.
Bet it if you got it.
It's a defensive battle. So I think we've covered everything we came to cover. We are about 23 minutes away from kickoff or so. So I think we've covered it all, and we've done it in record time.
The Midnight Rider, Beer Belly Special, Jahmyr Gibbs, over 40 receiving yards and over 30 rushing yards.
I like that. And Thomas says, love it here. Let's go. You damn right, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
Ross says, what's the Chiefs D going to be?
It's going to be scrambled because Chris Jones ain't there.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think their D is going to be like it was. I think that was like 2002 where they had a great offense but couldn't stop nobody. And they had a real shootout with Indianapolis because Indianapolis defense is bad too. And it was like 41-35. And they were just marching up and down the field. I don't think it's going to be that bad. But it's going to be.
Think about that game that Goff and Mahomes had where Goff was with the Rams. And it was like 54-51. Yeah,
that was a Sunday night game too, wasn't it?
Something like that. But if we get something like that, somebody's fantasy team gonna be in the hole early.
Yep, won't be mine though.
You got Mahomes?
No, not at all. Not at all. I got you, Thomas. I'm getting ready to send it to you now. Okay. Coming up. I got the email. I'm about to send it to you so you can get your picks in. You got about 20 minutes. Boom. See, I love it. I love it. Everything's at your fingertips. You can I can just hit it right here. Bang. Coming at you right there, brother. I just sent it to you, Thomas.
All right.
I love it. I love it when it's at your fingertips. This technology is wonderful. But ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy. Ladies and gentlemen,
someone to love, someone to miss. I'm sorry.
Well, let's go settle in. Everybody get in your comfortable spots. Those of you that have recliners, I know you're gonna fall asleep in that. You know what? So get comfortable. Get ready. Football is back.
It is time, my friend. There's a gleam. There's a gleam. Good night, folks.
Hey, I can't say it no better, y'all. Hey, enjoy it. Of course, you know our motto, baby. We don't do no overtime. We mean that shit tonight. We are out of you look, we ain't at 35 minutes. We are gone. Corn dogs for everybody, baby. We are out of here.